Hello, Brent with All Octane here, and in this video, I am at Phorm Energy here in St. Louis for their June Cars and Caffeine event. This is held on a Sunday from 10 until 2. I have never actually been to one of these, and sadly enough, all the ones that have been here previous have also rained. And when I say also rained, it rained earlier this morning. It might rain later, and I feel bad that every time they do this, it seems to rain. However, this is a break in the rain, so we're gonna go take a look and see what all cars have showed up. I'm super excited. One of the cool things about Phorm Energy, I'm not quite sure which one it is because there was a recent change in how that happened, but they have crazy vehicles like this International XT. They also have a tank and other military type vehicles. The owner himself is a very big, passionate automotive enthusiast, and so the company has a lot of brand vehicles that they utilize. So it should be pretty fun. Let's go take a look and see what everybody's got today. So far in the show, we've got some Corvettes, some Porsches, Camaros, Fox body Mustang, 350Z. They also have a pull-up station. So if you wanted to show off your muscles, you can do that in the pull-up station. But yeah, this is only one side of the building. There's a couple sides of them, so we're gonna go keep going through all the different sides. But yeah, good stuff showing up. Big fan of this 5.0. It's the newer body style, great color, whole row of Mustangs. I guess I should have brought mine. I only live right down the road, literally like 5 minutes down the road. It's a pretty cool MR2 over here. So they do this event upright. They have food trucks. They have plenty of parking for spectators. Again, I've never been to one. This is my first one that I've been to. But if you follow Cars and Coffee St. Louis on Instagram or other social media, they post a lot about this. And like I said, if the weather were to work out for this show, it would be absolutely over the top. But it already is over the top, and that's the coolest part. So, like I said, this is only side one. There's a few more sides to go. That thing's cool. So on the back side of the building, it's a little quieter over here. The DJ is really cool. That whole weightlifting truck has a whole sound system in it and everything. So they have the tunes cranking, a lot of energy over there. That is one of the cool parts about the show as well. Like I said, they do it up right. They've got all the details thought of. Again, if you follow St. Louis Cars and Coffee on social media, they show you the planning meetings that they have for this event. So it is absolutely epic. I'm just really excited that I finally got to come here because this is, I think, their third one. So yeah, we are now on side 2. Let's go. Now this is so cool. Take a look at the diversity. We've got some rock crawlers next to a Camaro with a BMW, a Monte Carlo. We've got Charger, Corvette, Acura, Mercedes, Honda. I mean, check out the diversity. I love the blue on the M2. That thing is so cool. Oh my goodness, and an STSV. That thing is so cool. Back in college, I got to rent one of those. Well, not really rent, borrow one for like a week. Got an R8. Some fun stuff. Okay, we gotta take a look at the diversity on this side because it's pretty incredible. We got Cadillac CTS-V, Subaru, believe that's a Celica Supra, MG, 4-door Malibu, 57 Chevy. Like, what in the world? This is the coolest. And again, there's that STSV. Can't forget the exotics though. We got a Aventador. Holy moly, that thing is cool. And it stopped right in front of me, so that's fun. Nice. Followed by a Ferrari. Can't go wrong with that either. Nice. That is super cool. I love how passionate, enthusiastic someone was to create a diorama of their car for diecast. That's super cool. It's just after 12:15. I'm trying to hustle because the clouds coming from the west look like they're gonna be bringing some rain, and I checked the radar. Most likely it will rain again. I have a jacket, but I just wanted to come to the show, like I said, because it's so close to my house, and it's the first time I've actually been able to get here for you guys. So maybe you guys can check it out if you live in St. Louis or the Southern Illinois area. Man, I haven't been to the racetrack in so long. That thing is super cool. Super nice Z with an LS. Nice. If I ever had space and land, which I never will, so sweet dreams to that, I'd get a surplus military vehicle. That is awesome. That thing is cool. Old school BMW. Good stuff. Well, I'm going to be heading over to the exotics for sure. Maybe take some photos because that's where they rolled up. Oh, there's a 918 and a P1 and a LaFerrari. I believe those are the owner's cars of First Phorm. Let's go take a look. Okay, we got to see this first though. Supercharged Saturn Ion. I don't know if it's a red line. It doesn't have the badging for a red line, but that thing is super cool. Again, the tactical type vehicles that Phorm Energy has, First Phorm Energy has, is just unrivaled for an energy drink or supplement company. It's crazy. Yeah, that thing is nice. 3-spoke wheels, good stuff. So this is the Ram RHO. How do I know that? It's got the Hurricane high output. So that's an RHO, super cool. But again, you got it next to this older Chevy truck with a P1 and a 918. How cool is that? In a LaFerrari. Yeah, I did not really expect to see something like this today. You don't really wake up on a Sunday to necessarily go down the road and see a LaFerrari or a P1 or a 918. But today, it happened. Pretty sweet. All right, so let's check this out. Epic's Chevy trucks. We got some Cadillacs, some Corvettes, next to Ferraris and Aventadors. Like, how cool is this? And also this DJ is fire. Super cool. We got some really cool motorcycles out today too. That's fun stuff. This is cool. We got NSXs and a Supra, Mark IV Supra. That is super cool. So they do have these other two buildings as well, this one and that one, that they are able to put cars at. However, I believe since it is getting closer to 1 o'clock and the weather is looking a little more threatening, I think a lot of people are starting to head out. Like I said, however, this is a really cool event. If you live in this area, it's worth stopping by. They've got plenty of spectator parking. Look on the maps. Go to, I think, St. Louis Cars and Coffee's website. Again, this is Cars and Caffeine at First Phorm Energy, and it's in Fenton, Missouri. Super cool event. They've got really good cars that show up every time. I've, again, seen this mostly on social media. This is the first time I've come, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys liked a lot of the cars that I was able to point out to you. If you did, let me know in the comments below. If you like automotive and diecast content, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. If you like this video, give it a like. Thank you so much for watching, and until the next one, have a good one.